Okay, I think this is the last one over here. I wonder how far out this area goes, man. We're gonna have to explore all this eventually. Is that a vertibird? Oh shit! That's a vertibird, man. Whoa, cave cricket.
Heads up, boss. We ain't alone.
Ugh! Ugh! Damn, they got hit points too.
Sure was fun. Huh, boss?
There's cave cricket meat. That's another recipe I was wondering about. Why not get LASIK? Or LASIK? I actually may get LASIK eventually. I'm really thinking about getting LASIK. The only issue is that for some people, not everyone, but for some people, LASIK can put you in recovery for a long time. And since I'm on my 4-year challenge right now, I don't really want to risk it. But after my 4-year challenge, I'm really considering getting LASIK. Actually. Hey, chap. The one thing I'll say, though, man, I grew up in a city called Durham, North Carolina. And one thing I will never forget is when I was growing up, for a period of time, maybe for like a 6 to 8 month period, a long time, there was this car that would drive around. And the reason I remember seeing it so often is because I'd see it almost every day when my mom would take me to school, or my dad. And what this car was is it was a station wagon, and in bright orange spray paint, spray painted on both sides of the car, it said, "Duke LASIK ruined my eyes." I'll never forget seeing that car. And yeah, like Duke Durham. Yeah, Duke University. I used to deliver pizza to Duke. Actually, for years, I delivered pizza from Papa John's to Duke. Yeah. But I'll never forget that, dude. That always put this bad taste in my mouth for LASIK. Straight up said, "Duke LASIK ruined my eyes." Spray painted in bright orange on both sides of the car. And now, granted, this was years ago. Like, this was almost 15 years ago. So I'm sure that tech has come leaps and bounds since then. It's not like it concerns me now. But I gotta say, man, throughout my life, people always ask me, like, "Hey, why don't you get LASIK? Why don't you get LASIK?" And there was always this little part of me that was like, "'Cause I don't want to ruin my eyes." And then they'd be like, "Why do you think that?" And I'd be like, "I don't know, reasons." So yeah, that was kind of funny. I've been told I can never get laser surgery because my corneas or something are 0.2 nanometers too thin. Yeah, I actually may be in the same boat. One of my eyes has astigmatism and one of them doesn't. Isn't that fun? So yeah, I've been hinted at. I've never really asked to get like the LASIK write-up, you know, because you have to go in and get an eye exam specifically for LASIK. I've never gotten that done. But when I've talked about it with a couple people, like I had one optometrist tell me straight up, he's like, "I don't think you can get LASIK, but we could check." And I was like, ugh. Okay. CohhCarnage, if her eyes were ruined, why was he or she driving? That was what we kept asking. That's a great question. I don't know. Wait, someone said I failed a quest. Did I miss that? Oh, was it just like a go defend quest or something? Because that's fine. I don't care about those. Claim your gang's haul from the bottling plant? Whoa, that's a new quest. JDM fan, a couple years ago, some dude spray painted his house saying "Town of Cary screwed me over," so we moved out of Cary. Nice. I wonder what happened to him. Have I thought about getting the lenses implanted in your eyes? I've never heard of lens implanting. I've heard of LASIK with lasers, but I've never heard of any type of physical implant. That sounds kind of crazy. All right, here we go. Anyway, enough eye talk for now. back to the Fallout. All right, so we have unlocked the door. Here we go.
Sito never been here.
Just get a head transplant? On it. Just asked to get the Kano eye surgery. Oh yeah, eye augmentation. I'd love an eye aug. Just saying. Sign me up for an eye aug. All about it. I would love to have a biomechanical eye, if that was actually feasible. Boop.
Fatality.
Ooh. What's detecting me?
Don't go pushing too many buttons, or who knows what'll happen.
Okay.
Cito.
You good fighter.
Thanks, bud. Oh, here we go. Are there any more tapes in here, or just those two? Got some Psycho. And some more Psycho. And some blood packs. Alright, let's do this one first.
This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility. Continuing
I'm gonna turn this up and grab some more coffee. I'll be right back while this is playing.
It's been... hell, I don't know how long it's been. I think I stopped counting months ago. Or was it years? Even with the scientific equipment at my disposal, it's clear there's no going back from what I've become. The radiation from the bombs has taken its toll on my body, twisting and deforming my physical appearance. But instead of falling into despair, I've embraced the change and used it as a basis for my new cloning research. Perhaps this curse will turn out to be a blessing. I just wish Dr. Hein was here to guide my hand. I feel lost without him.
Hurt. Alright, let's check out the other one.
This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility, continuing my personal recordings. I've been continuing to modify the Nuka Gen replicator to provide a source of food. It's ironic that the very same device Nuka World was using to create its animal specimens for leisure has become integral to my survival. Using a tissue sample from a cow, I was able to replicate a viable clone, consume it as food, then use the remaining tissue to create another.
Okay, that's
I
creepy.
figure as long as the Nuka Gen replicator continues to function, I'll have an endless supply of food for years to come. Dr. Hein would be proud of my accomplishment. It's sad. It's been so long, I've almost forgotten what he looked like. My God, it's been decades now. Maybe even a century or more, hasn't it? Has it been so long? I'll continue recording later.
So let's check out his terminal. No, get off of that. No, get off of that.
I'm ready.
I think I drank a little too much last night when ringing in the new year. Woke up right next to the Nuka Gen replicator's main terminal and a program was running. Looks like I was trying to sequence an anteater with 16 giraffe-type legs, scales, 4 eyes, and 2 tails. Amusingly, even in my inebriated state, I created a fairly viable specimen sequence that could possibly work. I don't think the animal would live very long, but my scientific curiosity says I should give it a try. I'll have to consult Dr. McDermott. Those damned AFAD idiots are at it again. It's only been a few weeks since they vandalized my Corvega by filling it with... Osama bin Brahmin! Thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate that, man, and welcome to our sub club. Thank you for your support. Welcome, welcome. DJ Tech Live, how are you doing today? Good to see you, dude. How have you been? How have you been? Hurt. Doop. All right. Let's see. My filling it with manure, and the security department assured me that would have been the last time they were allowed anywhere near Nuka World. However, I arrived at the facility today to find "Stop the Torture" painted across the security door. I don't know why these morons think we're torturing animals. Anything that we need to dispose of in the laboratory is dealt with in a swift and rather humane manner. Thanks to Dr. McDermott's help, I've been able to isolate the segregation issues I've been having with PB-041. The polar bears in the last segment kept coming out of the Nuka Gen replicator inside out and then exploding. I assume this was due to an incorrect sequence, but I've never seen such a violent reaction from a specimen before. It was actually a rather spectacular result, strictly from a scientific point of view. Jesus. I've had my third request for a budget increase denied due to resources being diverted to this Project Cobalt I'm hearing so much about. I hope Brabberton realizes the safari adventure isn't just amusement parks, it's also home to several hundred living and breathing organisms which have unique food, water, and environmental requirements. I've asked for more information on Project Cobalt, but I'm continually met with denials. For all the trouble it's worth, this project better produce something big. It's about 1 a.m. and I've just received a strange message via phone that I'm needed at the Angry Anaconda construction site to assist with an escaped animal that's been injured. I swear those security guys need to be more careful with our specimen. Last time this happened, not only did one of the escaped buffalo end up with a broken leg, but the other died when security had the wrong dosage in the tranquilizer darts. I'll report my findings in the next entry. And we never see it. That's where he gets murdered. Damn. Cold-blooded. Okay, this is Dr. McDermott's terminal. Let's explore around a little bit first. So I guess this is where they kept the blood, but this place is pretty much empty now. Can we do anything to this fan? No. Weird. Alright, let's check out McDermott's terminal. It's been decades now, and my metamorphosis continues. My body is changing, adapting to the radioactive fallout in the air. Instead of my organs shutting down and my life being slowly drained away, my body is fighting back. My skin is thickened and become heavily wrinkled as if it's attempting to resist the radiation rather than allow it to penetrate my body. Rather than be horrified by the changes, I've decided to study them, to learn more about the effects this is having on the human body. Perhaps I'll use the data from these studies to find a cure one day, but for now I'm just happy to be alive. How long has it been since the bombs fell and transformed me into this withered up husk of a man? I can't even remember how much time has passed. I've started talking to myself aloud now. I think this loneliness is finally getting to me. I haven't seen a friendly human in such a long time. I've almost forgotten what it's like. Trying to concentrate on work is getting more and more difficult. Maybe it would be better if I ended it all now. But then I ask myself, who would protect this laboratory from all those that would seek to misuse its gifts? I suppose I have no choice. Of the 2 backup reactors for the laboratory... Oh, one of the 2 backup reactors for the laboratory died today. That leaves a single generator to run the facility's power. If that last reactor goes down, I may have to consider destroying the Nuka Gen replicator and abandoning the laboratory. Even though I could have already done this a long time ago, I realize that this machine could possibly be the last of its kind on Earth, meaning this could be mankind's only hope for repopulating the Earth with animals and returning the ecosystem to normal, once conditions on the surface are suitable for habitation. Whoa. Okay. Thank you, Osama bin Brahman. Have a great day, buddy. Thank you very much for your support. While foraging for food and supplies today, I stumbled across the remains of an astonishing biological specimen. It was humanoid in appearance, but much larger. It had greenish-colored skin and roughly human features. It appeared to be wearing clothing and had been recently killed by what looked like a bullet wound. After dragging it back to the laboratory, I began an extensive examination. My conclusion was that it was a genetic mutation of a human. I can only hope that whatever caused this remarkable mutation can be extracted and used for my own experimentation. I'm entering into the record as sample Q334. My attempts at creating the gator claw continue. I have the correct samples of Jackson, chameleon, and American alligator in the mix, but keeping sample Q334 stable continues to elude me. If I intend to create a guardian creature for Safari Adventure, it has to be able to listen to and comprehend my commands. I was hoping the brain cells from Q334 would do the trick, but I've seen failure after failure. I hesitate to throw the switch and see what happens. What if I can't control it? What if it ends up attracting more attention to the park? I think I'll check the sequence a few more times just to be sure, and that's the last entry. Not good. TBG Death Punch, been here for 6 months, and this is great. You make my day with each of your streams, Co. Thank you. Thank you, Death Punch. Appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you very much, brother.
Cito no like this place.
Agreed. Boom. A critical 4x Gauss rifle shot. I'll take it.
Finders keepers, am I right?
That's right. Oh. There we go. Skazi9 with the 9 months. He says, I shall name her Mistake. Thank you very much for that, bud. Appreciate it, dude. Up. Tickets. Woo! Ha!
This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility, continuing my personal recordings. I ventured outside today and almost got spotted by a group of wasteland scavengers that had wandered into Safari Adventure. Therefore, against my own better judgment, I'm going to attempt to splice a few of the more dangerous samples I have left in cold storage. I need to use the Nuka Gen replicator to create some sort of specimen that's formidable, yet trainable. Something that can protect me, but most importantly, protect this facility. It will take some time to work out the chemistry and mathematics of the data, but I'm confident I can create a viable specimen within a few years. I know Dr. Hine would have objected to this course of action, but he isn't here, and I can't let this equipment fall into the wrong
Good
hands.
excuse. I know this guy wouldn't have liked it, but, you know, he's not around to say anything, so... yeah. One sec, my cat wants to come in. Irk. Let's take a look at the program history first. Come on in, buddy. Yeah? Want to come say hi to everyone? Thork says good morning. He hopes you're doing well. Hello. Yeah? You good? You good, big guy. Alright, let's start at the bottom. Subject survived incubation period but exhibited extreme levels of ionizing radiation. The contamination makes the subject too dangerous for command recognition patterns. Sample remitted to incinerator. Next attempt will adjust formula mixture for sample Q334. Will provide better shielding. Yeah, that was a Torque production. That is correct. Torque always needs his morning coffee. Yes. Subject failed to survive the incubation period. Cellular breakdown occurred within 1 hour of sequencing. Sample remitted to incubator. Incinerator. Next attempt will adjust formula mixture for from sample Q334. Subject has survived the incubation period, but appears to be in a highly volatile and aggressive state. Infusion of command recognition patterns appear impossible. Recommend termination of subject and resequencing after study period in isolation. Continues to be unstable. So, please input new command. Ah! Ah!
Strong.
Woo!
I'm gonna piss on your corpse.
Oh, these are gator claw nests. Wait. There's one over here too.
Hey, come on back. Let's
That's a
finish
lot
this.
of rounds. That's a lot of rounds. Damn, dude. Alright, so wait, is it just gonna keep cloning animals? What's gonna happen here? Incubation cannot be interrupted?
We'll have to kill him some other time, I suppose.